Good evening, everybody. Tonight we have a very special race in store, something that is very near and dear to my wife's heart, being in the medical field. Tonight we don't just race for money. We don't race for bragging rights. Tonight we're racing for a cure. Robin decided to put something together benefiting the Susan G Komen Foundation. It's something that she used to do for an office that she used to work for. And we figured, you know what, why not take the communities that we're a part of and see if we can't, do something good with it. We've broadcasted a lot of charity races on this channel so far this year. Some of those guys are actually in this channel or in the race tonight. And I thank every one of them for being a part of this. It's mind-blowing, the response that we've had to this. We have, and Corn, correct me if I'm wrong, 42 drivers in session currently.
I believe you're correct. I gave it a count earlier, and that's the number I came up with.
So out of those 42, everybody paid $20 to enter the race tonight. With that being said, after we take out, because first, second, and third are going to get 100, 75, and 50. We had a sponsor, Mansfield Speedway, put up $100, 25 of it going to the best paint in the house. So that'll be a thing for tonight. And we'll talk about voting about that as we get through this, but I want to get through a few things here. So between all of that, even after we pay the drivers, the charity was given $720 today from Stevens Motorsports. That's already in the link. So if you scan the QR code on your screen, the link is down in the description. It'll take you over to that page, and you can give that way. We're a little under $300 from the $1,000 goal, and every one of these drivers has helped achieve that at this point. So we've only got to make it a little bit further. So, I would ask that, I get it. It's one of those things. If you can give anything, we'd really appreciate it. Robin really wants to hit that goal. I know it means a lot to me, as a lot of my personal family. Nobody in my direct immediate, but my grandparents, great uncles, aunts, great grandparents have all been affected by cancer in some way. I'm sure there's somebody out there that I know there's a couple of guys on Trak even that has been affected by this. So, please give what you can if you can. We'd greatly appreciate it. On that note, Corn, did you have anything to add before we see if Miss Robin is available?
No, I do not.
Okay. You want to go ahead and find out if we can grab her really quickly? Because all right, the one thing that Robin did to really get guys in here, we threw up an incentive. If we got 30 paid entries, Robin was going to dye her hair pink. And I can tell you, I can attest to this. I helped do it. We have dyed the woman's hair pink. So we'll have her up here in just a second. But it's not just my wife that's getting in on this. If you pay attention underneath the track map, you can see me. We got the room. It's lit up pink. We got the pink flannel. We're rocking this thing tonight. So a lot of these drivers put a lot of time in on these cars. You're going to see a ton of pink cars tonight. So it's going to be absolutely awesome. I'm sorry, Scott, I'm not dyeing my hair pink, but I do have the woman in the booth with me who did dye her hair pink. And like I said,
yes,
I helped. So give me a second. We're going to get her camera up on screen. And I will, give me just a second here, dear. And we're going to pop you out into the center. And there she is, everybody, in all of her pink hair glory. So we've kind of went over what this is about so far tonight. I guess, why don't you tell the folks at home how you came up with this idea and your past history with the Susan G Komen Foundation?
Yeah, so breast cancer awareness is a really important cause for me. Personally, I know people that have been affected by it, so it's something important that I like to help out as much as I can with. Since we started doing all these charity races, I thought, wow, this would be a perfect thing to do. Let's see if we can get our community involved. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's the perfect time to do it. So here we are. We just put it together, and man, the turnout is incredible. What do we have, 43?
42 or 43.
Yeah, I counted 42 about 15 minutes ago.
I've got 44 actually. 44.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't think either one of us expected this when we even discussed this idea. So, yeah, I think the turnout has been just, almost overwhelming.
Yeah.
You know, it's
really nice though.
Yeah, I think everybody's in for. I think it's gonna be a little bit of a long night, but you know, 70. What do we come up with? 75 laps.
75 laps.
And just, I mean, everybody paid up. You know, like I said, $20, and we still gave $720 so far to the Susan G Komen Foundation. So,
Yep.
you know,
Incredible.
I think it's one of those things that I think everybody can get behind, or you know, almost anybody has been affected by this in some way, shape, or form. So, all right. Well, I know it's getting time. What'd you say?
Nothing. I just said yeah.
Okay. Well, I know we're getting close to time to qualify, so I will let you get to it, since you're racing and me and Corn are handling everything up here tonight. So good luck, dear. Hopefully we get to see your car out front.
Thank you. Yeah, and go green.
Go blue.
Go green, go white.
Yeah, the turd. The Michigan game is on tonight, and I forgot all about it until she just said that. So I'm actually gonna. Sorry, I gotta pull up the box scores. We're gonna have to. I don't even know. Oh! Look at that! Michigan's up 3-0 so far in the first half. Oh, good lord! And it's here. What's funny is that game is happening down the road from my house. So, please, Kyle. I know you're in the truck. Don't text and drive tonight, man. We got 43 drivers or 44 drivers in the house. I mean, I'm hoping for an absolutely awesome race tonight. So, we got 30 people watching at home. I'm gonna actually check the link right now and see where we're at on donation stuff. Still sitting at 720 right now. But, yeah, no, I'm really hoping we hit that goal by the end of this. Just a reminder on that, like I said, the link and the QR code are on screen or in the description. And that actually is active through Monday. So, we'll, like I said, that'll go through Monday. Hopefully we'll have an update. Before I'll have an update. Corn is racing tonight. Jesus. We will have an update for that at the end. You know, just before we get ready to go off air. The other thing is I had something else. Oh, we were discussing the paint schemes. Every one of these drivers, for the most part, did a paint scheme for breast cancer awareness. What we're gonna do, and I've done this before, I am going to take screenshots of all the cars, probably tomorrow. I will get those posted into probably the Stevens Motorsports Discord, just for the sheer fact of I know that's where most of the viewers are at. We'll have a spot in there that if you're in Discord, you can go vote on the paint scheme. Diesel, we will be rolling through paint schemes all night, so don't worry about that. I'm sure we'll have enough cautions to be able to do that. A lot of these guys put a lot of time in on them, but we want to make sure that the drivers get a fair vote. So we'll have screenshots of those up. You guys can go vote on them in Discord. And we'll announce the winner as to who is going to get the $25. The one cool thing that I thought was neat is a couple of these drivers already have mentioned that if they win any money tonight, they want us to go ahead and give that to charity. That's driver's choice, what they want to do. But I thought it was really cool that a couple of the drivers already have decided that if they were to win, they want to go ahead and give up their prize money to go towards the foundation, which was really, really cool. I've been a part of racing for a long time. I would say, let's see, I'll be 39 in a month. I've been around racing my entire life. And this is probably single-handedly the biggest turnout for something that I have put on, or Robin, put on, and I've been a part of. I'm honored to have all these guys in this race tonight to do something awesome. A huge shout out to everybody watching right now. We're at 30 going strong already. I'm hoping to see more people tonight. We're going to try and bring you the absolute best race call that we can. We'll have a little fast car tone to it at times. We'll keep it goofy. We'll keep it lighthearted. This is for a very serious cause, but we're going to try and bring you the best call that we can tonight. Talladega Super Speedway is probably one of my favorite tracks. I don't get a lot of wins here, but it's one that a lot of the racers like to show up for. And it presents some very, very awesome racing. We should have, I'm hoping for not a lot of cautions. With 43 cars, anything's possible tonight, guys. We've got obviously this going on. If you're still here at the end, we'll have interviews with the drivers. And then I have YesCar 3D that I need to broadcast right after this. So we'll shut the stream down at the end. We will start a new stream up for YesCar 3D. So we'll have YesCar 3D immediately following. And then as far as the rest of the week, because I know a lot of people probably won't stay for the whole time. We will have slow car and fast car tomorrow night at its normal time. That's going to be Xfinity cars at iRacing Super Speedway. So you're not going to want to miss that. That's the second to last round of fast car before we go on hiatus until February, which is going to be, when we come back, that thing, we're coming back swinging. We got a whole lot of new things. Whole lot of really cool stuff coming, and I'm ready for it, and I hope these guys are too. So far tonight, as far as racing rules go, everything is iRacing calls. That means the cautions, that means the wave arounds, the lucky dogs. You have one fast repair tonight. We'll actually get some race info up now that I'm thinking about it. So it's 75 laps of the trucks, one fast repair. Like I said, we're racing for a cure tonight, but everything is iRacing called. There is nothing outside of if a driver goes down pit road to avoid a wreck or gets knocked down pit road to avoid a wreck. We've got Corn here to help us out with the black flag clears. So... we've got a complete rookie in the race tonight too. I just heard that.
Yeah. So, before this race goes green, AJ, something I got to ask you. If so, you and I, we race super speedways
a lot,
like nobody's business. We love super speedways, right?
It's probably an unhealthy obsession, quite honestly.
I've lost 1,000 iRating in 1 week at super speedways. It's a very unhealthy obsession.
Me too.
So, we've got the fast repair tonight, but there's always a big one at Talladega. So we're probably going to see at least 2 big ones because we've got the fast repair. So, what do you do to keep yourself out of the big one and find yourself still in the race at the end, looking for the win?
Plain and simple, race like I don't have a fast repair.
Yeah.
You've got 75 laps. We don't need to hear Ken Squire screaming.
And there's a fight. They're angry. They know they have lost.
We don't need to see that. I'd love to see. You're gonna lose some guys in the process of this race. It happens, right? I'd love to see at least 30 trucks finish this thing, and be in the hunt for the win at the end. But if it's me, man, I'm gonna race. I'll qualify. I'll take my starting position. But then we're gonna go ahead and kind of how do I put it? Feel things out, see how it goes. If things are feeling crazy, we might drift to the back.
So the Denny Hamlin approach.
Yeah, just like I said, race like you don't have a fast repair. A lot of people say, fast repairs, it's the bane of hosted races. But when we're talking something like this, you want to have a lot of tracks or a lot of cars on track. But if you have a lot of cars on track, it makes for a good show. So that's why we put the fast repair and keep guys in it. And it is a cash payout race. So, I get where both sides of the argument stand. But I'm racing like I don't have one tonight. So, and that's just my personal preference. And I'm looking at the chat right now. Diggs, thank you very much. I will make sure it gets applied over there. I feel for you. I know a lot of people in the same situation that they have relatives, family members, parents that are survivors that when you're going through it, it's scary as hell. I can say that. I've went through 2 grandparents that or actually 3 at this point that have passed away from cancer, and the whole time it's terrifying. I think getting back to what we were talking about, I think if these guys race like they don't have one, give room, try to avoid the 3 wides. I think we're in for a really great race. I think we're in for a really great finish, and we see a lot of guys, finish this race and have a good race in the end. So, I think, are we about out of qualifying here? Why is JD doing donuts on the backstretch? Is he practicing? I feel like JD's practicing like he thinks he's going to win or something. I mean, do we see a JD McHaley backwards finish tonight? We've seen that before. I just heard JD say that he's trying to get out of 4th place. He's had 3 4th place finishes so far on this channel in as many weeks. Can he get to the next stop on the next step on the box, or can he get a win?
Right.
So, but I don't know, Corn. You asked me what are you doing in the event that this race, or that you're in the race? What's your plan?
So, I like to take a different approach. I like to get as far forward as I can, because in my experience, the big ones always happen somewhere between 8th place and back. Guys just trying to get to the front, trying to get out of the mess. and it causes calamity. It causes chaos. And so if it's me, I'm going to the front. I'm going to try to get up there, and I'm going to try to stay up there.
Yeah.
If I can't get my way up there, I'm riding in the back.
I like what Damien just said. You know, ride for 65 laps, then go like heck for the last 10, which is always a solid idea. Sometimes I feel like you've got to go before that 10, but all right, we got guys.
Because sometimes, go ahead.
No, go ahead and finish your thought, and then I'm going to get the grid up.
I was going to say, sometimes it takes 15, 20 laps to get yourself up there.
Yeah, that's true too, especially in certain cars like the Gen 4s and stuff. Scott, we might grab you for an interview here in a little while after we get some laps under our belt. All right, so our grid for tonight, we're going to see if I can get through all of these before we get to the start. Todd Going brings home the pole with a 55.136. I had a feeling he was going to be fast. I've raced against him in Draft Masters, and somehow the man finds speed. Josh Cruz is going to start to his outside in that number 44 machine. Zach Workman's going to start third. Tyler Staton fourth. Jimmy Reynolds fifth. Kyle Wilson, Ulrich Francis sixth. Michael Ziegler, backdoor over on TikTok. You're going to want to check him out. He's going to start seventh. Andrew Moger is eighth. Justin Burns ninth. Damian Conrad is 10th. David Hunter, Mr. Insufficient Funds over on TikTok. He's going to start 11th. Aiden Holler, 12th. Moving back a little bit further, we've got B3 himself, Brian Kearney, going to start 13th. Well, Fatherball starting 14th. RJ starting 15th. Trenton Stouffer is going to start 16th. Aaron Thomas, 17th. Ed Cross, the Angry Irishman, starting 18th. Scott Thompson is 19th. Old Special Phil Connor, he's starting out in 20th. Juan Velez, 21st. JD McHaley starts 22nd tonight. Gary Freeman, the lawnmower, to his inside in 23rd. Diesel Weasel starts 24th. Nate Bundy is 25th. Miguel Saldana is 26th. Gabe Griffin starts 27th. Mark Thompson's 28th. Nicole Wagner is 29th. Ed Lee is 30th. Robin starts 31st tonight. Daryl Robertson to her outside in 32nd. Joe Thompson is 33rd. Phil Walton is 34th. Aaron Rolland is 35th. Double D starting 36th. Joe Sullivan starting 37th. Dustin Ray is 38th. John Dale, Taco John over on TikTok. You're going to want to go check him out. I guarantee you he's got in car 39th tonight. Ethan Mosby's going to start 40th. Andrew Schroeder is starting 41st. DJ Underwood 42nd. Blaine Sutton is 43rd. Shannon Ogle, Miss Ally Racing over on TikTok. I know she's live. I seen her live earlier. She's starting 44th. And Antonio Oliver rounds out your field at 45th. God,
45 trucks.
That's a lot.
and you got them before turn one.
I did. I pulled that off. Thank you. At least somebody noticed. Oh, man.
So, the question that we always ask, 45 trucks in the field. You just got a good job from the racers. 45 trucks in the field. A lot of different guys to choose from. Start of the race, I'm going to ask you who your pick is.
Golly, nobody ever asked me. I always ask, so this is kind of a switch. I'm going to go with a guy who I know is really good here. And you're going to think I'm absolutely crazy. He's starting 14th tonight. I'm going with B3. I think he gets it done. He knows how to drive a truck here. That's my Larry McReynolds pick for the night.
All right. I'm going to give you the 00 of Phil Connor. Phil is very good in fast car. He's shown what he can do. I think that's going to translate over here nicely.
I think so too. Real quick, first caution. How many cautions we getting?
Oh man, that's a tough one.
I'm gonna go 5 cautions. First one, lap 5.
I'm gonna say lap 10.
All right.
4 cautions.
All right. Well, the pace car is off. Todd Going
probably
makes.
Gonna be very wrong.
Probably. Todd Going makes the long walk to the restart zone as we get ready to kick this thing off. We are green flag racing from Talladega.
There's already a wreck.
Where are we looking?
Start finish line.
Oh my God! What happened? What happened?
I am not really sure what happened
I
there.
see Schroeder was on pit lane. Schroeder dropped to the bottom here, so I'm trying to figure out Special Phil's. Oh, there was a checkup right about where Aiden's at on the left side of your screen. He gets into the back of Damien. There's a checkup. And it just kind of snowballed. And it looks like Phil turns the 124 of the Angry Irishman, JD into the back, Diesel into the back of him. Ooh, the 88's in it. Man, we didn't even make the first turn before the first caution.
No, we didn't. We were both wrong.
Luckily, it wasn't a very fast wreck. So,
yeah.
I think we're gonna be a little bit better off, but yeah, most everybody's pretty slow damage, so
yeah.
I think we're gonna be okay. But yeah, not the way that we wanted to start this race already.
No.
No lead change yet. One caution. We're on lap 2. But yeah, we're gonna see some checkups, and Corn, you might have to remind him before we go green. Just be mindful of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, things are gonna happen. You know, it's the nature of racing. James, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, that definitely stacked things. I don't think, and I can't remember who was right behind Damien, but I don't think that, or it was Aiden. I don't think he was anticipating, Damien to check up like that, especially that close to the front, which is kind of odd. I don't know if somebody just didn't go, missed a shift, or whatever, but a lot of these guys should be saving fast repairs, just fixing damage and getting rolling again. I didn't see anything that needed a fast repair to me.
Yeah, no, I mean it was like you said, it was a very slow crash. I mean, usually you get away from those ones pretty scot-free. Yep.
Damien just confirmed he's 0x the truck ahead of him. So yeah. I'm guessing the checkup came from in front of Damien because it's like somebody just didn't go. And I think everybody, you know, the anticipation builds as you pace around here, right? And it just kind of gets to that point. Apparently I'm hearing something about the 851 blinking like crazy. But you know, the anticipation builds, especially with everything that's going on, people looking at things and trying to get ready to anticipate that go. So hopefully we can get a good start in. I think we might have to maybe move a driver to the end of the field right now with the blinking that's happening, but we'll get that taken care of as we get ready to line back up here to go green. But JD coming out of the pits, he looks like he's fixed most everything as we get ready to go 2x2, and we're basically gonna kind of start with the same lanes that we did before, going to the inside, cruise to the outside. Could you imagine if we did a single file restart with this, like it was NASCAR back in the day?
Right. Here's the thing I'm impressed about. Everybody's still everybody's in position.
Yes. Yep. With everybody falling in, everybody's in spot already. We got a couple of guys catching the back of the pack, but we should be good. But all right, let's see if we can actually get some racing going here.
I got a feeling we will. I do have a feeling we will.
I know we'll get it going after a little bit here, but
I think I have a bit of a I think you have a delay on what I'm watching, so I have to let you call things first.
I'm in as a spectator, so
am I, but I did that INI file change so that I can be as live as possible for race control.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
No, I'm going to let you take the lead.
That's fair. That's fair. Probably a good idea. Pace car is going to duck off here any second. Todd's going to bring us to the restart zone. If we can get through 3 laps, I'll give you a crank it up like we always do. But we got to get through at least 3 first. As we check the starter cam, Barney's got the green flag in the air. And we are green flag racing. And it looks like everybody's gonna make it across the start-finish line this time. So that's good. As we finally get to go down into turn number 1. We'll see if we can complete a lap. If we could get through a lap, we're gonna be fine. But it looks like the top lane's just kind of broke apart, which isn't a bad thing. Let's some racing happen. We got some of the Stream Friends Racing Group guys out there. I see them in their pink SFRG paints. We'll try to get some paint schemes up next caution. We'll get as many as we can and get everybody some airtime with those. As Todd Going is going to control both lanes for the time being, but it looks like Zach Workman is on his way up to the front via the inside lane there in that one truck. Going blocks the bottom lane. Josh Cruz almost tried to follow him down, and they were literally on their doors of each other. We've got a lap car coming down the backstretch. He moves to the bottom to give everybody room. We keep rolling. So if we get through this next lap, we'll go ahead and do a crank it up. But still 2x2 back through about the top, I don't know, 15 or so. You see Father Ball's yellow yellow truck sticking out like a sore thumb. We were all laughing about it. He didn't run a breast cancer awareness scheme, I think mainly because he was out golfing with JD today, and the old man whipped the kid again. So he's in the yellow truck. So, but as we head down into 3 here, we got Workman out front. Going is in the green truck on the outside. That outside lane's going to take over. We are going to go ahead and crank it up as we get ready to come through the start-finish area. So me and Corey are going to step aside for a minute. We're going to do it for Dale. We're going to crank it up like it's the 90s. gave you 2 laps there. It was just too good not to do it. Zach Workman continues to lead as he works both lanes high and low, trying to control them. 10 laps in the books so far. I mean, everybody's looking really good. We're starting to see 2 lanes. We got them all the way 2x2. A little bit back past Botherball there. Ugh, as I somehow get the hiccups for some reason. Corn, we're 10 laps in. If you're in the driver's seat, what are you thinking right now?
So right now, I'm trying to set myself up for that first green flag pit stop. We're probably going to get about halfway before these guys really start seeing themselves, maneuvering themselves into position for that pit stop. But right now, I'm trying to set myself up for a good position, get myself as close to the front as I can. The closer we get to that pit stop, I'm getting to the bottom lane. Yeah,
I know it's a full load of fuel, which I think gets you to about 38 laps or so. Nobody is fuel saving right now. I can tell you that just based on what I'm seeing speed wise. I mean, if these guys make a green flag pit stop, I think that's going to be one really cool thing as Workman gets shoved offline there a little bit. It's going to put going back to the front. But you just look at the sea of pink trucks. My God, that's a lot of pink out there tonight. Almost makes it pretty difficult to call, but you've got 3 SFRG trucks that all look the same on that top lane, which makes it even tougher.
Got the pink truck pushing the pink truck, pushing the pink truck, pushing the pink truck.
Exactly. I just saw Tailgate. We're gonna have to make sure that we get Andrew Moger's paint scheme on screen here in a little bit. Once we get our first caution, I want to try and get that on there. Actually, you know what? We got the time, right? We can talk about whatever we want on this stream. I love Andrew's paint scheme. Obviously it's for his mom, which is pretty badass. So I got to give props to him for putting that out there. So I'm definitely digging on that paint scheme.
It's a good paint scheme, yeah.
Yeah. And it's definitely Herbie the Love Bug oriented. I know Andrew's a big VW guy, so not surprised by the paint scheme there. Todd Going continues to be your leader. You've got Zach Workman, Jimmy Reynolds, Josh Cruz, Michael Ziegler, Tyler Staton, Justin Burns, Kyle Wilson, Andrew Moger, and David Hunter. Your top 10 so far. Cruz heads to the bottom. He tries to get underneath Zach Workman. I think Dennis has finally came out to play. I think he had something going on. So Dennis is riding that high lane and that 30 truck. Oh, and Miguel's in the wall hard. I'm not sure what happened there, but we're gonna see if we can't grab it really quick. Come back and look at this, and I think that was Miguel. We're gonna go blimp on this. Oh, it's a net code hit.
Yeah.
Sends Miguel into the outside wall. Nicole peeked out, came back down. Robin tries to avoid, not sure who she got into, but looks like everybody else fairly straight. I saw that 88 truck, and I'm not sure who was in that truck. I know it was back here. There's Taco, Joe, Dustin. Maybe it was in front of... We're gonna have to chase this for a second. I'm trying to figure out who that was that hit. It was Juan Velez that wound up getting Miguel. But you know what? While we're under caution, we're gonna get through these paint schemes. So Josh Cruz, he's in his typical heat wave paint scheme, still the pink with the black. I do like it though. It looks really good. It's a really clean paint scheme. Todd going in the Mountain Dew car. Zach Workman in the pink Red Bull. I do like that one. It's different. It's not like every other Red Bull paint scheme. Jimmy Reynolds is in the Tracker Off-Road camo paint scheme. Then we got Tyler Staton in the SFRG team paint scheme. We got Backdoor Michael Ziegler. I really like his too. It's the chrome with the camo. It's kind of neat. Get back here, Kyle. I got Kyle Wilson in that paint scheme. Bernsey, old turnip himself. I like that one too. Who else we got? David Hunter, another one of the SFRG guys. We get Damien in the pink monster. I really like when he does the metallic blue. It really pops. Yeah. It just looks different. Mark Thompson. I love how he puts the slow car winner sticker. We got a new sticker coming too that we're going to come up with. The guys are going to be adding to those cars as well. Let's see who else we got. I had Jimmy Reynolds. We got Bernsey, Antonio Oliver in the Cheerwine truck. We've looked at Workman. We saw Mogers earlier. Like I said, very Herbie the Love Bug. Tyler Staton, Brian Kearney, B3 in the SFRG paint scheme. He does all those guys' paint schemes, which is really cool. If you're looking for a guy to do paint schemes, hit up B3 over on TikTok. He does a lot of really good work. RJ did a lot of work on this thing. The butterflies on the side of the car are for his grandma. And then it kind of came together. Phil actually gave him the idea to finally go with a custom number on the side of the car, which I think set it off. David Hunter in another one of the SFRG paint schemes. We saw Damian Fatherball in his Padres paint scheme. We got Scott Thompson. I know he's got 2 ribbons up on the hood. Ethan Mosby in his Mosby Motorsports paint scheme. Juan Velez in the Pipe Buster. Aaron Thomas in a pink paint scheme. He said this was the only time you would actually get him into a pink car. So, kind of cool. Gabe Griffin's truck, I really like it. It's kind of a throwback to that, to the Kyle Busch M&M's cancer paint scheme. Aiden Haller in the pink Premier Setups paint scheme. Got Daryl Robertson in the all black Susan G Komen paint scheme with the QR code on the back. John Dale in the Taco John Motorsports, what's supposed to look like a mail truck paint scheme. I love it. Gary Freeman in his Too Fast paint scheme with the pink numbers. We've got Shannon Ogle, who is Mrs. Al iRacing. Like I said, she's live on TikTok right now. You can get her in car. Aaron Rolland in the Hooters paint scheme. Schroeder. My God, Schroeder. I forgot that was on the back of the truck. Moving on here. Nate Bundy in the October Breast Cancer Awareness Month paint scheme. That looks really clean. I like that. JD worked really hard on this one. He took something, baseball related, because Robin's a baseball fan, and then used a kind of a local team name, and then we came up with the Boulder Holders thing. I like that one too. Very, very cool. Ed Cross in the Racing for the Cure. Note the tailgate. I think that's funny. Robin in her breast cancer awareness paint. We got Joe Thompson, Nicole Wagner. Trying to get through the rest of these. Diesel Weasel. And the names on the back of Diesel's truck are all celebrities who survived or passed away from breast cancer. We've seen Damien. We've got Dustin. Phil Walton. Joe Sullivan. We got Miguel. I love the back of this. Edward Lee. And then we got old Double D. I really like that paint scheme. But we're going to go back up front. The pace car is about to duck off. Josh Crew's going to kick this thing back off. And we're going to go back green flag racing. Don't worry, Damien. I'll get the hoods. We'll get that on the next go-round. Oh, there's a checkup on the top lane. Everybody starts to go, though. We make it through the restart cleanly. Single file back through about Mark Thompson. But Josh Cruz, Kyle Wilson, Todd Going, DJ Underwood, and Jimmy Reynolds, your top 5. Don't forget, guys, there is the link to donate to the Susan G Komen Foundation in the description, as well as the QR code on the screen. That's what we're here for tonight. So if you can, please, anything is appreciated. Todd Going gonna actually lead this lap as we come around. Todd's one hell of a super speedway racer too. Like, about the time you think you got him, guess what? You don't. There's probably a reason he's got that 5600 rating. But so far, the racing's been pretty good. Oh, and Cruz is going to try and follow Going. But couldn't, obviously. The 17 of Reynolds was right there. And they're going to see if they can't. It looked like Reynolds was going to try and put Going 3 wide. But I think they thought better of maybe just somebody looking for some air. Double D still trying to get a lap back. He's the only truck, I think, or I'm sorry, there's 2 trucks a lap down, so he's probably riding just hoping somebody gets collected in a wreck, and then that way he can start making up some laps. But it's still 2x2 up front. Again, everybody racing pretty clean. 20 laps into this thing, I've been rather impressed by the difference in skill level through the entire field, and everybody racing really, really cleanly. So,
I mean, we've got a 2K strike the field here, and so I mean, you've got guys that are 6K, 7K, and then you've got guys that are, we've got a rookie in this race. So
yeah,
I mean, it's a very wide strength of field, and everybody's racing really well together.
Yeah, I think everybody's giving way pretty well. It's a long way, got a long time. Just ride. Don't do anything crazy right now. You still got what, 50 laps left. It's just
say don't do anything crazy. Here comes a third lane on the top, 18 in the 8. They
actually were dropping back. They got shuffled out.
Oh, okay.
So, again, it's Aiden and Gabe on the high lane. Even if they wind up at the back of this lane, that's not a bad place to be. But
yeah.
I did challenge these drivers. I said, look, we've broadcast a lot of charity races. I try to do a lot of cool things with the iRacing community, especially with the channel. I've got a voice, thanks to the people watching at home. We got 3,500 subscribers almost, and any way that I can to help out, I will. But I challenged these guys. I said, look, we've had a lot of them on the channel. I want this to be the best one. This is something that me and Robin helped do together. I want the one that we put together that I broadcast for us. I want this one to be the best one, and so far it's really, really shaping up to be that marquee. I do think too, from talking with Robin earlier, I do believe this is going to be a yearly staple. So I would expect this to come back. And what I might do for next year, and it's something that I'm considering, is doing t-shirts. And then all the money that we make off the t-shirts, I mean, yes, there'll be the cost of, you know, Printify's got to get there a little bit, but anything that's made off the t-shirts, we'll have them available like a month ahead of time. And, you know, anything that's made from those we'll ship over to. See if we can't up the amount next year. You know what I mean? That would be very, very cool.
I mean, we get enough entries, that, you know, so many entries that we can only, you know, realistically, 45 trucks, great turnout. Do we want 60 trucks in a race? So realistically, we get 60, 70 people to sign up, and all of a sudden we have to, you know, how do we thin it out, right? We have to do shootouts and other things.
Yeah, so, I mean, like, at some point we'll probably have to cap it, because obviously right now my computer's working just fine with what we got. I'm hoping next year we'll have some better equipment, and if we had 60 cars, yeah, we could do it, but how many wrecks are we going to see, you know what I mean?
Right.
And that's where it really gets into it.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to switch to, we're going to take the timing tower off. We're going to put the ticker on for now, just so you guys can see everybody and where they're at, kind of free up some screen space for just a little bit. Because that's the one thing I hate about the new ticker. And Phil had to point it out. Oh, Rickle got loose. We're still good. We're good. Just a little bit of a brown pants moment. But one thing Phil pointed out to me is the ticker doesn't rotate, and apparently you can make it do it, but for some reason mine doesn't do it. So I gotta look into that. But oh, Gary's around. Second caution of the night. I'm gonna wait for things to catch up. I'm looking for where the caution comes out, which is right there. We're gonna go look at the 210 of Gary Freeman. I'm not sure where, if it comes in front of him. The 99 drifts up, catches the 24. The 24 gets Gary. Gary gets spun around. Shannon gets back into the back end of Gabe. Fatherball's going to wind up right in it. Phil makes it most of the way cleanly through. Damien spun into the grass. Shannon with a little bit more front end damage. Aaron Thomas. Oh, Robin was in it. Daryl gets his fender ripped off.
Daryl's wheel is ripped off, I think.
Well, it ripped the wheel off, then it plopped it back on. So quite a few guys involved in that. I think we've already got the one truck of Daryl is on pit road, which it sounded like he was headed straight there, just because of everything. Did I hear Daryl right? He's only got 30 seconds of damage?
I think that's what I heard.
I think that's what I heard too. Diggs, you are correct. That is the third caution of the night. And if I'd have done this, you guys would have known that, because then that pops up. So we're on lap 26. This is the third caution. We've had 6 lead changes tonight. Todd Going leads into pit road. I would expect a lot of these guys to come down, take fuel, tires. They do have unlimited tires tonight. We didn't limit that down. You know, we tried to keep it pretty competitive for the most part. So, man, Gary sounds like somebody just kicked his dog.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's a little worse for wear on that, but we got DJ Underwood.
You gotta remember he's in that VR, so if he went for a good spin, you know, he's probably sick now.
All right, we're gonna rear chase the cars now. We're going to get every one of these paint schemes from the front. I'm going to get this up, this down, so you know who we're looking at. And I'm just going to go down through the list. We'll give them a couple of seconds apiece so you can see the front ends. I love Schroeder's hood. That's fucking great. Damien said he got 36 seconds of damage. Basehead, thank you for stopping by. He was actually, Ziggler's sitting in 13th right now, so not a bad spot. Yeah, JD's car, seriously.
Feel about that number.
What number?
13.
I'm good. You know my superstition.
I mean, you drive a green car, so...
I don't care.
Let's say you drive a green car, and so you basically just spit in that superstition's face, so...
Yeah. Scott's truck almost looks like it's got teeth on the front of it. It's kind of interesting what he did with the grill in the front end. Man. It sounds like we've got somebody texting and driving. There's no way I would drive number 13. Like, that is just not a great idea to me. I've only got so many more to go through, and then we got to get to the front. I'm trying to click through them as quick as I can with everybody on pit road and everything else. Joe Sullivan's
They're
there.
ready to go green, man.
I know. Got a few guys trying to pit again. And Daryl still with some front end damage. I do believe Jimmy Reynolds is going to be our restarter for this one. Yes, Eric, green car is superstitious. Supposedly you're not supposed to have a green race car. That's a thing. Now, something interesting.
I forget exactly what it is.
Yeah, there's a whole thing. It's kind of like eating peanuts. You're supposed to not eat peanuts on race day. That's a thing. But something interesting of note that not a lot of people know. Did you know that Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s first race car was pink?
So the green race car superstition, thank you, Google AI. The green race car superstition is the belief that a green race car is bad luck, which originated from several fatal crashes involving green cars in the early days of racing.
Yes. And I can't remember who it was, either Pat O'Connor or Eddie Sachs wore an orange around his neck for good luck. They found it in Roger Under's Roadster. But we're green flag racing. And we actually make it across the start-finish line cleanly again. So, Diggs, you are not wrong. It had K2 on the side of it. That's what was on the side. The 17, I'm not sure if he missed a shift or what, but Andrew Moger finds himself up front for the first time tonight as the 17, the 1, and Todd Going and Josh Cruz are going to start up a third lane. Oh, this can only end so good, right? We've seen this before. I've lived this terrible nightmare. Jimmy Reynolds back to the lead at the moment with the one truck in tow. And I see Andrew Schroeder with him as well. So Schroeder getting to the front for the first time tonight too. Seeing some new faces up here. I like it. Reynolds leads across the line that time. I think we get another 5 laps and we'll give you guys another crank it up. I think that's fair, right, Corn? 35 laps.
I think so, yeah.
It's almost halfway. Getting a little bit of separation in the field. Again, nothing that's not bad early on. That's actually a perfect thing. JD McHaley actually up in the top 10 so far. You know, I think if these guys get separated out for a little bit, even if they draft back up together, the separation allows us to go green, stay green for quite a while. And I think it makes for better racing. I mean, we've seen some really great racing so far tonight. You know, we've stayed green for a good chunk of the race, which is great. They're single filed out from about, I don't know, 15th on back, kind of looks like. Looking where Scott Thompson's about 15th on back. So still a lot of time. I see Robin has moved her way up behind Fatherball, and I do believe that's Special Phil that she's with. Oh, there's conversations about Fatherball eating Del Taco. That sounds like a bad time. If you know, you know.
Yep.
But still 2x2 up front for the top. Like I said, about 10 or 15. Oh, wait a second. Diggs just said it.
Go Special Phil!
I think he's just, you know, we were talking earlier today, me and Phil were, and he said he's just going to show up and just ride. You know, don't push it. Don't worry about it. Just ride and be ready for it. So,
Be there at the end, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. There's no point in beating and banging. I mean, how many times have we seen a guy that ran 25th all race win the dang thing because he wasn't involved in shit?
I mean, let's talk about the win I had at Talladega a couple weeks back in the 87s. I mean, just right place, right time, and the seas parted. So
I ran an 87 Draft Masters this week that Corn I will have to show you later because I can't even explain what the hell happened. Literally the entire field behind me wrecked. Second place on back, every one of them. I couldn't believe it. So we're starting to get about 4 packs right now. Oop, Fatherball wound up down below the yellow. But yeah, we got this pack that ends right about where Oh, Josh Cruz gets turned. The one truck's up in the wall. That could have been a lot bigger than what it should have been, I think. I gotta come back here and find the yellow. There's the yellow flag. We're gonna roll it back. We actually got to look at Josh Cruz from about the middle of turn 4. I'm not sure what happens. I don't know if he gives going a bad bump and then it offsets him, but I see Michael Ziegler's right there. Oh, yeah, Cruz doesn't get on him square. Swipes down, he hits the brakes to get off, but unfortunately, Ziegler's got to have a spot to go because of the speed difference. So the one truck winds up in the wall. I'm trying to find out. Robin's already passed it, or well, we're coming into it at this point. Oh, Aiden gets bumped by Aaron. Wow, Aiden does a hell of a job to miss Robin. I am utterly impressed with that. The one truck got squared up. Nate gets the 88 just a little bit there, but looks like everybody made it out fairly well. Like that could have been way worse. But yeah. I'm going to go with Aiden had the most impressive save and non-murder of the race, so.
That was a big one, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't huge, but it was pretty big.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised. But
we've had our first DNF of the race, David Hunter.
Oh, was he involved in an earlier one?
I think so, yeah.
He's back on track.
Says he's disconnected.
That's weird that it's still white, because usually that'll show gray. Oh, yeah, he's not moving. So. That sucks.
Yeah.
Although we made it 35 laps without anybody, out of the race yet. So, a few of these guys are going to have burned their fast repairs here. Mm-hmm. The other one that I was looking for. Where is he? It's not Jimmy Reynolds. I was looking for the one truck, but it's not the one truck in the software. I think it's Workman.
I believe you're right.
Yeah, Zach Workman. So it's a 35 truck. So he's actually the one truck in paint, but yeah, Joe, you're not wrong. Somebody's got to use the restroom. I don't know why we're not using the restroom under caution. You got 2 minutes
right.
under caution.
Yeah.
But we got the 17 truck of Jimmy Reynolds is going to be your restarter for this next restart. Andrew Schroeder, Scott Thompson, JD McHaley, Ed Cross, Mark Thompson, Trenton Stouffer, Special Phil, Blaine Sutton, and Robin, your top 10. So
we're right a little less than halfway.
Yep. We're just.
Has your pick changed at all?
Where is B3 sitting? I'm looking. He's sitting like 20th. Nah, we're good, man. I've watched that guy rush through the field. So, but that wreck does shake a few things up. Josh Cruz is marred in the back, 26th. Todd going back to 31st. Workman's back to 37th. So it shook some things up at the front. So we'll see what happens now. Still a lot of racing, like you said, just shy of halfway. Actually, I think when we go green, we'll be just at halfway. So, all right. Just tell Aiden words are hard some days. Words are hard some days.
Yeah.
All right. We'll go off the roll bar of Mr. Reynolds' truck for the restart. You can hear this thing fire off and see when he's going. So we make the long trip all the way to the restart zone. Once he hits the restart zone, he's good to go. But Mr. Reynolds controls things. And he waited for green.
Yep. I mean, you can't blame him.
Yeah, right now I wouldn't jump it. I think that's kind of suicide. But Andrew Schroeder going to get a better jump than Mr. Reynolds. And to the lead he goes. So Andrew Schroeder, your leader for the first time today. But that bottom line is going to start to come back as JD starts building some momentum with the 17 truck. We got Ricklefrats down on the bottom. It looks like he's going to float to the back a little bit here. Schroeder continues to lead the high lane. And you've just got a sea of pink truck after pink truck after pink truck rolling through the field.
In the middle of it all is a yellow truck.
Yeah, and in the middle of it is Father Ball. Easy to fix. Oh, that's cool. We have the last junior grand marshals of Talladega Super Speedway in the chat. That's,
wow.
That's pretty neat.
That is cool.
Jimmy Reynolds goes side by side with Andrew Schroeder through 1 and 2. Man, this is, like I said, we've had some absolutely great racing today as Schroeder drops to the bottom and the top lane kind of falling apart a little bit. Oh, that is cool.
And that's kind of strange because, I mean, usually you see that top lane, it comes in at Talladega no matter what car you're in. It's the lane you want to be in.
They messed with something with the draft with this thing, so I'm not really sure. But you know what? We're going to do a crank it up. Let's do that. We'll get that out of the way if I get my mouse over here. Andrew Schroeder continues to lead. And if I didn't know any better, I'd say we got Michael Ziegler coming around the outside with the 70. Actually, who is that? It's the 95 of Justin Burns. Oh, they're going to go tight 3 wide. We get somebody wrecking. That was before we even got to the lap car.
Yeah.
I'm looking to see. Damien was up in the wall. Oh, Nicole's in it. Oh, God. And it hooks right up the track. That's just a lot of pink going 6 ways to Sunday. Yeah, Nicole's just ragdolling down the track. All right. Well, It looked like Nicole was the one that wound up with the serious damage, unfortunately, because it went head on into the wall. So that is going to put us at lap 42 with 5 cautions, 7 lead changes on the night. I'm just reading the chat. Yeah, Claudia, the thing that Eric's going on about, he does that just to poke fun at people, so no harm there. But definitely some very cool stuff with Talladega history even. So we'll see how many of these guys come down pit road. Schroeder and the gang. Sounds like Charlie Brown. Ed Cross gonna stay out. Well, again, that could have been a much bigger wreck than what it wound up being. So very impressive still for these drivers. You know, we're making great time. We've got a little under halfway to go at this point. We're gonna go ahead and check this because I want to refresh that. Still sitting at 720 on the charity link, so nothing there as of yet. So don't forget, guys, that charity link's down below. The QR code works as well. So you know, give what you can. I understand if you can't, but that's what we're here for tonight, is to raise money for the Susan G Komen Foundation.
So, since Claudia is talking Talladega, I have had the pleasure of going to 2 races there.
Don't get me started, because my wife wants to go, and she's talking about next year.
So we all, you, me, and Robin, we all went to the 500 together last year.
Yep.
It's not going to be nearly as crazy, but it is just as good.
Buddy, if I'm going, we're going down to the Boulevard.
I got to go to Talladega Boulevard the first time I was there. First time I was there, shut up, Eric. First time I was there, I got to. I say this like it's the greatest thing I've ever witnessed. It really wasn't. I was pretty upset about it. It was the rain shortened race that Bubba Wallace won.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember who won the second race. It's been so long that I'm pretty sure Matt Benedetto was finished second in it. It might have been before. I can't remember. But fun race to go to.
Dude,
highly recommend it.
I really want to go. I'd like to go for the whole weekend, like what we did with Daytona, and see all of it, hit the Boulevard, all that stuff. Because it's like, you know, doing the national motocross thing. If you've been to Redbud, you can't go to Redbud without going to Lot B. And I'll let you kind of figure it out based on how the Boulevard is. Lot B's more nuts. Just gonna say that. I've watched them burn RV couches. Let's just start with that. Also, look at Eric over here. Me. My name's Eric, and I've been to a bunch of Texas races. I'm trying to getting things sorted out here. We've got the 124 of Edward Cross starting up front, along with the 99 of Trenton Stouffer. Sorry, I had like a hiccup right in the middle of that. Mr. Cross is going to be our restarter for this restart. RJ making his way back to the front after being all the way in the back earlier with some damage. Oh yeah, Eric. Well, I was at Michigan and I got to hang out with the Legacy Motor Club guys. I know you did too. Nah.
I mean, we really want to go that far. I can list all of the races that I've been to. I mean,
I'm not. All right, pace cars off.
But then Coke 600 3 times, okay?
As the field makes its arduous jog all the way to the end of the tri-oval area.
Tri-wall?
Yeah, tri-wall. And we're green flag racing again.
Why is Robin reposting TikToks under yellow?
She's reposting TikToks under yellow? That doesn't sound like my wife. My wife doesn't text and drive. Oh, we are almost looking 3 wide. The 99 kind of drifting a little bit there. But the 21 of Mark Thompson, 3-time slow car winner, out front right now with Andrew Schroeder pushing. Three wide down through the tri-oval. Ziegler in the middle lane. Todd Going trying to get it going by himself on the outside in that 09 Mountain Dew truck. And I think with very little help, he just tucks it back in. Three wide down the back stretch. We've got, it looks like B3, Rickle. They were trying to get a third lane going, but not going to happen. Ziegler going to pull ahead for just a second here through the tri-oval. We'll see if Mark Thompson can come back through. They're still trying to hang that third lane out there. But my pick is starting to try to get some momentum going on that high side. And I think if he can get it done, I think we can see B3 up at the front real soon. So, still got a lot of trucks in this thing. We've got 38 on the lead lap right now. I mean, that's pretty impressive with this many cars. And the way that the wrecks have kind of happened, you know, we're doing pretty good here. They're going to pick up Outlaw on the outside, Michael Ziegler in that 0-1. See if they can't get that high lane going just a little bit better with 4 trucks. But Mark Thompson continues to lead. Andrew Schroeder underneath him as we come off the corner. And then Jimmy Reynolds takes it right back on the outside. Todd Going is pushing like crazy. Uh-oh, the wife's moved up into the top 6 almost. She's trying to put a beat down on the boys. Oh, the 21 doors the 09. I don't think he knew he was there.
Oh, they doored again.
I see that. Looks like Mark's floating a little bit on that bottom lane. Todd's holding a pretty solid lane, so I'm not sure if Mark's just moving around a little bit, if it's a wheel thing or... but look at the top lane. The top lane is coming in, and it is hauling the mail because they don't have to check up and they're not pinching down. So Ziegler's going to run the ever-living daylights out of the wall and try to get that top lane out and around. And Josh Cruz came all the way from the back, all the way to the front. Oh, man, that's floaty coming off the corner. Still doing 3 wide, which is absolutely impressive. Jimmy Reynolds continues to lead, and I'm just gonna we're gonna give it a different look. We're gonna rear chase his truck, and you could see how everything is rolling. Mark Thompson to the lead. I mean, you see a little bit of floating in the corners, but everybody's going pretty good still. So. Still very impressive. Going's going to go to the outside of the 21. The 21's going to drop it out in front of the 17 as we get ready to come through the tri-oval here. Oh, the 17 gets to the back of the 21. Mark Thompson's still your leader. The 17 jumps to the high lane in front of Going. That's going to let him drop back to Schroeder here. Andrew Moger backing out of it. He says, I want none of this right now. But we are back down to basically a 2-wide situation. The top lane's pretty much falling apart right now. We only got 25 laps left to go.
Now this thing is
it's cruising
rolling
by.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm really impressed with the drivers tonight. We've had wrecks. Guys have stayed in it. They've given patience. How much patience as we get towards the end? It's Talladega. We always know they turn the heat up on the dancing chicken, and then it's not fun. Ooh, Gary's 3 wide.
Whoa.
Oh, did you
Crew's
see?
a little bit loose there.
I think that was Gary. I think Gary's trying to get back to the front.
The front's where you want to be. So
yep, and now we're back to 3 wide racing, and look who's leading the outside lane. It's my pick, B3. He's got Rickle with him. They do a lot of racing together. Oh man, there was almost a 4 wide right there. Going's gonna jump up to the top lane. 3 wide, all the way back to about 20th position. Oh, Robin's getting floaty. Oh, there goes Mark Thompson to the inside. Man, he smashed the hell out of the wall. We stay green. Mark went flying, and somehow it stayed green. Robin's in a funky 3 wide right now. Four wide across the start-finish line. Oh, Ziegler's on the outside. Still 4 wide. Still 4 wide with Cruz on the well, we're gonna drop back down to 3, which is good.
look where Robin's at though.
I know. And RJ,
She's right there.
RJ is trying to make a run on Going now, with B3 pushing him. Yeah, with a single car spin like that, with where Mark wound up, I don't know if iRacing would have called that.
No, unfortunately, he was below the yellow as we're going back to 3 wide here.
Yeah. Oh my God. We got 21 laps left in the books. Do I see 4 wide? Or is it still 3?
I don't know. It's a sketchy 3 wide.
It's been a very, very sketchy 3 wide, and all I can think is
Run.
Yeah.
RJ's gonna lead the high lane. Oh, and we're catching the lap car. That's the 26 of Aaron Thomas. McLaren's trying to hold the bottom. We're a sketchy 4 wide, and then... Oh, do they save it? Nope, caution's out. Caution's out. We're going to check Scott, and then we're going to go blimp. I'm going to roll this back so we can see what happened. We got the lap car of Aaron Thomas on the bottom. He does a great job holding the bottom. I'm trying to see where we were almost 5. Phil's right there. Oh, unfortunately, it just got too narrow, and Scott just had nowhere to go. JD kind of involved in it. Scott locking it down. Fatherball gonna escape. Diesel barely escapes.
There were a lot of guys that just got through that. I mean,
yeah,
there were so many guys that could have gotten up in that, and then just, whoo. I mean, he basically saved it.
He did a great job. I mean, minor damage to almost everybody. You know, again, it's one of them things that you know, everybody did a great job there. So I can't argue with that. All right. Well, we're under caution. We'll refresh the link and see. We're still sitting at 720, guys. They should be able to make it on fuel very, very easily, James. Is Andrew Schroeder, Jimmy Reynolds, Robin, Gary stay out, Damian, Special Phil as well. It's going to cycle some guys to the front. I'm going to step away for 2 seconds here, and I'll be right back.
Oh boy, it's going to be a silent stream.
Oh, you'll be fine. All right. Well, Corn, we played this game at the top of the stream. We're going to play it again. We're under 20 to go. Obviously, you know, you just had a caution. You've got enough fuel to make it. Your tires are probably in great shape at this point. What's your game plan?
It's 20 to go. It's time to go. You know, let's get it to the front and, you know, hang it out. See if you can't get the W.
Yeah, I think that's kind of my thought too. If it's me and I can get it to the front and put it on the bottom in the top 3 trucks on the bottom, I think that's a good spot to be, because as we know here, shit defies physics and travels uphill. Yep. So, you know, I think you're going to see a lot of guys trying to jockey to get to the front and drop to the bottom. But yeah, if I could lead the low lane, be top 3 in the low lane, I don't think that's a bad place to be. Andrew Schroeder going to be your restarter this time by? Eric, that sucks. I know we were talking about this before the start of the race that you wanted to make it for this one, but I get it, man. Work comes first. God knows I had to cancel a broadcast this week because of it. But thank God my work projects are kind of coming to an end, so that's a plus for a little bit. So don't forget, guys, once this race is over, we'll get through the interviews. 10:55, we're gonna have the SCAR 3D stuff popping up, so be ready for that if anybody wants to watch along. It's about an hour of chaos from the mind of David Duke and Keith from Keith Says Yes. Very awesome kind of little deal. Corn here's won one of their events. They're a lot of fun. If you haven't raced one, you really need to get into one. They're a gas. But we'll have that coming up here at 10:55. But hopefully we can get the rest of this in. I don't know. The way these guys have been driving, I think we can get this in the next 30 minutes. I think we can finish this before 10.
I'd be okay with that.
I have to give props to all of these drivers, though. I mean, we have seen some races with this many cars at Talladega be an utter dumpster fire. I mean, we all know it. It's just the way Talladega races. But you know, this race, these guys, they've done a great job trying to minimize the giant wrecks as Andrew Schroeder takes this green right now. And he held it all the way to the green. And knowing him, I'm sure him and Robin have a plan devised. Oh, Bratch, you'll be fine. It's only 3 laps in an 87. Yeah.
I mean, this is one of those tracks, you know, if you don't hold it to the green and you jump that restart in the restart zone, you're probably going to lose the lead.
Yeah.
We're already back 3 wide.
I was going to say, I saw Todd go 3 wide there. Cruz trying to get there as well. I kind of figured, like I said, the heat's going to get turned up on the Dancing Chicken at this point. You know, it's go time.
Is the Dancing Chicken like the one that's in the pace car?
No, we shouldn't talk.
Sure.
We shouldn't talk about that. But can we talk about why Tom's pants are sitting down in the bottom of turn number 1?
You know, I have a feeling it has to do with the chicken in the pace car.
Okay, so we don't talk about that either.
We don't talk about that. Yeah. No.
Okay.
No.
But Eric, we have 37 still on the lead lap, and we got a big one. Oh, that was big. I gotta find where the caution
huge
threw. Wow, that threw the yellow flag way late. We're gonna watch Phil. I think he's gonna be the one to pay attention to. Oh, Cruz gets Rickle wrong with a bump. What the hell happened to Cruz? Do you see that, Corn?
I'm looking at it right now as well, and that's kind of wild.
He taps him, and then the truck just cuts left.
Like I'm going back and rewatching it, and that's just
I gotta bring this back.
Oh, it's the.
I'm gonna come back here and we're gonna look at Cruz because I'm not sure what happens.
So I think Cruz yanked the car left when he saw that that other truck coming up the track. He saw Phil coming up the track there.
Okay, that makes a little more sense. He tries to avoid, but unfortunately, Rickle's still loose. He gets Rickle.
Well, that's exactly what happened. I just looked at his cockpit cam and he yanked the wheel. Words are hard still. Yanked the wheel left when he saw Phil coming up the track there.
Yeah. I mean, even then, a lot of those guys on the inside just locked it right down.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Phil gets a little bit of a double tap on the top lane. Yeah, kind of cars everywhere.
Well, I think my prediction for 4 cautions went out the window.
Yeah, mine's gone too. But we should go green. 11 or 10 laps to go. And I'm pretty sure she went 3 green, white checkers.
You are correct, yes.
Also, Joe Sullivan said there was a checkup.
Yeah.
You don't say, Joe. Oh, Bay said this has been, it's been a really good race. You know, I can hear what the drivers are saying. You know, you got your typical little disagreements, things like that, but you know, I think everybody's kind of got the focus of why we're here tonight, which is really cool. So,
yeah, Taylor, you are 100% right. The big one.
Yeah,
that was the huge one at Dega.
Well, and I don't know how many that's going to take out. Like, how many guys still have their fast repairs? You know, I feel like some guys obviously don't. He might have, Eric. I'll get with you on that later. But,
well, I'm still counting 37 on the lead lap.
Oh, I've got 32 on track right now, 33. I think Fatherball's rolling as well, maybe not. Yep, Mike's rolling. He's out on track. Gabe's out on track. We're just looking to see Rickle and Diesel. We'd have 37 on the lead lap. So I'm sure those guys are probably taking some damage repair. I don't think Diesel's had to take a fast repair yet. So, and again,
can you blame him for wanting to save it?
Dude, I would. Well, if you're saving it, you've got 10 laps to go and 3 green, white checkers. Yeah, no, I think that's a fair idea. As Diesel's off pit road, Rickle is rolling. We see him at the bottom of the screen. He's going to make it out just before that pace car. So like Cole Trickle, he got out of there before the pace car because the race ain't over for him yet. Maybe we'll see a back to front charge. But no, we got 37 guys still in it. Josh Cruz, Aaron Rollin back down pit road, probably trying to fix a little bit more damage. But Eric, Rickle is rolling, but he's not Rick rolling. Let's see what you. I hate that song. I fucking hate that song. Top 10 on your restart. You got Reynolds, Schroeder, Going, Stevens, Sullivan, Freeman, McKaylee, Conrad, Hurst, Workman. Your top 10. Going back a little bit further, we got Thompson, Ziegler, Mosby, Cross, Ray, Dale, Haller, Staton, Moger, and Stouffer. Your top 20. I'm looking for where my pick's at. My pick's in 22nd. Who'd you pick at the top of this thing?
Mr. Connor. He is currently...
He's right back by my pick, but he's in 28.
We're not going to talk about it.
He's in 28.
We're not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about it.
Phil's going to be so pissed at me after this. Or actually, he's going to be pissed at you. The booth picks always get let down for some reason. I don't get it. But Jimmy Reynolds going to restart this thing for us. We'll have 11 laps to go at the line when we restart. Did I hear Tom Gom?
That's what I was just thinking.
Robin still has a chance. Yep, she's Dig. She is starting fourth. Pace car's gonna duck off, and we start the march to the restart zone. Again, 11 laps to go at the line. Still anybody's game. 37 drivers got a shot at this thing. 2x2 on the way to the restart. We're gonna go green flag racing from Talladega again. Looks like a good restart so far. Everybody rolling cleanly. Give it about a lap.
I know you said who was in the top 10. I didn't realize Gary was up there.
Where's yeah, Gary's on the bottom. They're trying to get that second lane moving. Robin banging the bumper off of Schroeder. We've got a caution?
Yep. Oh.
Who was it?
08 of Blaine Sutton.
Looking to see what happened here. Looks like Burnsy floated up a little bit, got his quarter panel. Oh no, he hits B3. Scott gets thrown up against the wall. Blaine's all over the brakes. I mean, going backwards, sliding like that, that's impressive. It looks like everybody misses him. Oh, no. Nope. Fatherball just got the back of him. Oh, Juan gets into him. Antonio Oliver just barely misses him. Still, we didn't see anybody get just absolutely annihilated, which is a great thing. So, did Gary say a thing?
Robin said it.
Gary said a thing, so we're just going to play this.
Hey, Gary, get fucked.
I'm sorry. Gary at least laughs about it. He knows where it's from. It's fucking hysterical. But, yeah. Yeah. You know, I think me pressing that button is, you know, pretty normal because
Ray Charles could have seen this one coming from about the flag stand.
It's all in good fun with Gary. So we should go green. We got the 2 to green here. Go green with 7 laps to go. Oh, you mean this one,
Frickin'
Eric?
Gary, I'm telling you.
Yeah. I've still got how many people? We still got 37 on the lead lap. Watch this. Watch this. All paint schemes are voted on by the Discord members, so good luck. What did Phil just say to Gary? He said something
about all I could think of Santa Claus.
Why? What color are Gary's wheels?
They're pink.
Are they? Why does he think of Santa Claus?
I don't know.
I guess I don't get it. I thought Gary just put the accents on there to make it look good.
I guess.
I don't know. But Eric says he's going to vote for Fatherball for his undying loyalty to his Padres, who unfortunately, you know, I know I know Mike was really hoping for it this year. Nancy, I know you're watching, so you'll probably tell him about this, but he was really hoping they were going to make it, and sadly, he was let down for another year. Mike went to the very first Padres game ever and has been a fan ever since. No, that's not an old joke. Mike was actually at the game. But yeah, he's been, I think he's, what is it, 52 years or 56 years now? All right,
Were you
Jimmy,
talking to me?
I was just talking in general, whether you answered or not.
I spaced out for a minute there.
Jimmy Reynolds is going to get this thing restarted for us again. Eric, you know, I live in the state that has the Lions. The damn Detroit Lions. I haven't been a fan since I was born because the Lions have been nothing but a letdown. And Tyler, if you're watching, you know what? I don't think they're going this year either. So
don't worry, James. I don't plan to. I live in the state of the Panthers.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Even Cam Newton couldn't get that one done.
Man, they got to the Super Bowl and they whiffed. They just whiffed it.
Yeah. All right. Oh, Diggs, Fatherball's got you by about 14 years. Rough guess. No, not 14, 12. Oh, Taylor, JD's team is the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I think he should just give up on him. He'd be better off with the Miami Dolphins. All right, we're going to go grade. 7 laps to go at the line. Can we get this thing finished? 37 cars on the lead lap still. A lot of drivers still in this thing. And we are green flag racing.
Back under caution?
What? Why are we back under caution? Hold on. I got Shannon crashed. I'm not sure what happened here.
I'm not sure either.
I'm looking for it. I know it's in the back. It looks like Shannon's truck didn't go into gear and Fatherball got into the back of her because he kind of got punted in. I'm not sure what happened.
I'm not sure either.
Because it's just like she didn't go when it went green.
Unfortunately, my replay is not showing it, so I'm not really sure. I'm getting the blink thing like when there's too many cars on track.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there.
That's what I get for running iRacing on a laptop, I know.
Eric, you are a funny man. That's all I'll say. Well, I'm starting
Eric
to think
is funny.
I'm starting to think we're going to get into green white checker territory here real soon. 'Cause
We're probably going to restart with 4 to go. So we see another caution. We're definitely going to get at least one.
yeah, for sure. Diggs, I think between him and JD, I think they both share a horseshoe. I mean, I don't know if you watched the Wednesday Night League this week, but JD became the luckiest man ever coming to the white flag. And then he became the luckiest man ever again on the last lap.
Are you talking about where I dumped Sam right into JD's lap and he still missed it?
Dude, JD never let out of the throttle, and somehow Sam was going at Mach Jesus speed and cleared JD in no time flat. Them overnight shifts are starting to catch up to me. Holy moly. Yeah, I have no idea how he was able to pull that off. And then there was the dooring out of 2 that was actually net code. And again, saved it like it was nothing. So actually, Eric, I did 2 this week alone. And one of them was almost a 12-hour night. It was not a great time, and I am not the kind of person that likes overnight shifts, I can tell you that. So it also doesn't help.
There's a reason. There's a reason I got off of third shift.
I can't do that shit anymore. Well, the other part in my chat, do you see what Rickle just put?
Yeah.
Guess who still has a fast repair?
Look, Kyle, you talk like that. I'm gonna figure out how to take your fast repair away.
Yeah. Yep. But no, so I worked overnight Thursday night into Friday, and then I had to be right back up 3 hours later. Then I went back and took a nap, and then woke back up another 2 hours later. So, all right. Jimmy Reynolds, Todd Going, Andrew Schroeder, Robin Stevens, Joe Sullivan, Gary Freeman, Damian Conrad, Zach Workman, JD McHaley, and Joe Thompson are your top 10. We have 37 cars still on
Kyle,
the lead lap.
No. Do not.
Please, for the love of God. Yeah, we're going to go. It's going to be a natural green-white checker here. We're going to have 3 laps to go.
No, we're going to, I was going to say, it'd be 3.
Well, yeah. You know, again, I still have to give props to all these guys for showing up, for hanging in there, running this race. You know, raising the amount of money that they did, you know, $720 before the race even went live, which is absolutely epic. So, all right. Well, do we make the white flag?
And I sure hope so. I mean, we're up to 10 cautions. I sure hope so.
Well, Eric said these guys need to finish because he wants to play Battlefield or Race C Fixed. He doesn't know yet. So hopefully we can get this thing finished under green as we get ready to take the green Barney's waving the flag for all that it's worth. Do we make it through the restart? It looks like we're gonna. Robin dropped to the bottom and left going high and dry on the high side. Schroeder doors going up out of the way, he says. Joe Sullivan winds up in the third lane. That's not good. He's got no help. 3 wide down the back stretch we go. See how long it takes that third lane to come alive. Going is your leader down through 3 and 4. Jimmy Reynolds going to come back. Todd Going gets spun. Oh, Going's up in the fence. So we're going to overtime. We are headed to overtime. All right, we're going to...
I'm not just sure what I just saw at a father ball.
Did he like make it?
I think he avoided that
through a wreck, like,
but he spun to do it.
Dude, I'll take the spin. So it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a bad bump from the one truck. If we've got some fog creeping in. Oh, Schroeder drifts just a little bit at the same time. So going sideways. Oh, Jesus. And then he catches the one truck. He's still trying to save it. I got to pause it because I got to find Going. Going gets airborne. Oh, Aiden's in it. RJ's in it. Moger's in it. And we're looking for Father Ball.
Yeah, make sure you watch that from his POV because he avoids running into somebody.
Oh, God, Blaine Sutton. Oh, Aiden's right there. Yeah, Father Ball went spinning. Yeah. Even then, still a lot of guys alive for this. While we're pacing, we're going to throw this up on screen. We've had 10 cautions for 29 laps, 10 lead changes, and I think most everybody is still alive in this race. I've still got 37 guys on pit road, or on lead lap. All right. Well, like I said, we are headed to overtime, so we're gonna hit at least 77 laps tonight.
78, 79, something like that.
Get this off screen.
Once we because we'll have this pace lap, then we'll have one in the green. I think 79 is what it'll put us at.
Yeah, it's gonna be close. I know my software doesn't always update the fastest. I'm actually looking at a different software possibly. After doing the stuff with Vidane, I kind of want to check out the ADVO software because that stuff looked super cool. So. Oh, that's a valid question.
Yeah.
How many people have enough fuel to make the end? Gary says he's golden. It sounds like Damien's got like 40 laps extra of fuel, so I think he's good. Oh God, yeah. Let me check real quick. I heard somebody ask about the Michigan game. 17-7. The boys in blue are winning. Sorry, dear, but 11:50 left in the third quarter. Thank you, Cord.
You're welcome.
Tell Gary he can keep dreaming. But we've got Jimmy Reynolds gonna go ahead and kick this thing back off for our first green-white checker attempt. So do we make it to the white flag?
I hope we do. I hope we do.
I think we can. I really, really do. Looking to see. Kearney's in 20th. I was going to say, Jimmy Reynolds has done a fantastic job as our permanent restarter for about the last 4 restarts. He knows his job pretty well. I think we can get it done. All right. The pace car should be ducking off for what we're hoping is the only green-white checker of this race. All the way down to the restart zone we go. And we're off. We've made it across the start-finish line. And Schroeder is going to go by on a rocket ship around the outside there for a second. Robin finally gets to the back of the 17. All we've got to do is make it to the Yellowwood sign as JD starts a third lane with Dustin Ray in tow. The question is does JD have damage from the earlier wreck? I don't think he's pitted since then. That may hamper that outside line as Damien goes to the outside. So now it's Reynolds and Robin on the bottom as we get ready to head towards the white flag. At this point, it's not going to matter. It's going to stay official. It's going to be a 4-truck race at the end, 5-truck race here at the end. Robin's going to try and go after it. Can she win the race that she decided to put on? Down the backstretch we go. It's Reynolds, Robin, Freeman, Mosby, and Stouffer, your top 4. Down through 3 and 4 we go. Knowing Robin, she's not going to make that move until we get to the tri-oval. We'll see who goes with her. We'll see if anybody stays with her. Robin's following down the front stretch into the tri-oval. She goes high with Gary. 17's left all alone. Robin's on the high side. Gary's going with her. And Robin is going to bring home the win. My God.
Somebody's extremely excited in chat.
Yeah, I can hear that. My God. We're going to roll this back.
The better Stevens won the race.
Hold on a second. Hey, Scott, bite me. All right, we're gonna roll this back. We got some things to unpack here. I'm trying to find where the white flag was. We're gonna roll it back a little bit. We're gonna break some things down, but Schroeder's up in the wall. So I wanna get this from Blimp. Sullivan gets to the back of the 29. Oh God, Schroeder comes down. RJ made it through, but I think he's gonna get clipped. Yep, right there. There's so much pink all over the track. Like just piles of it. My God. Oh! We got cars phasing through things. And then we'll play it through again. I mean, I kind of knew where she would make the move, right? Like it made sense where the move got made. I was surprised that Gary didn't just say to heck with it and you know, fan it out 3 wide to see what happens. I would have thrown, you know, caution to the wind here.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, you're talking it's a 4-truck race for the finish, really. Unfortunately, the 99 just too far back to make a run at it. She does exactly what I thought she should have done. You go right to that middle lane. Gary stayed right with her. Made a great run around the outside. Gary comes home second, with the 17 coming home third. You know, just one hell of a race finish. We'll get the results up on screen. We'll get the ticker off. So Robin gonna win the event that she put on, with a hell of a drive. I mean, I gotta say, I'm very impressed with my wife almost any time she jumps behind the wheel of a truck at Talladega or Daytona. Gary Freeman gonna come home second. Jimmy Reynolds is third. Ethan Mosby fourth. Trent Stouffer fifth. B3, he was my pick tonight. He come home sixth. So Miguel comes home in seventh. Edward Cross comes home eighth. Tyler Staton ninth. DJ Underwood is 10th. Rickles going to come home in 11th. JD 12th. Zach Workman's going to be 13th. Blaine Sutton 14th. Diesel's going to come home 15th. Josh Cruz is 16th. John Dale is going to be 17th. Damian 18th. As we move back a little bit further in the results, Nate Bundy coming home 19th. Dustin Ray 20th. Aiden Haller 21st. Scott Thompson 21st. Aaron Rolland 23rd. Andrew Schroeder 24th. Michael Ziegler's 25th. RJ Hurst 26th. Justin Burns is 27th. Mike McKaylee 28th. Phil Connor is 29th. And Phil Walton, a rookie, finishes 30th. And I'll just kind of scroll a little bit further so you can see the rest of the field. I think, yeah, we have everybody in here. What we'll do, we'll bring Robin in. We'll do the interview with her. And then we'll leave her up in the booth with us, as it's the event that she put on, so she can talk to everybody else. So we'll get that up on screen really quick. And I'm going to
That started. I have to step away for a moment. I will be right back.
No, you're good. We're gonna do this. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. We've got your winner, Robin, coming home tonight with the win. I'm sure she's out of wind. I'm sure your heart's beating out of your chest.
Yes.
How are you going to win your own race?
I literally was just talking about that to the guys. I was like, you know, I was really trying not to win this race, but like, I guess that's how it works. You know?
Yeah. So, you know, obviously we would have kind of held this until post race and talk to you after the fact, but obviously, you know, it was a solid race. 37 drivers on the lead lap for the last restart. you know, to me,
amazing.
it seemed like everybody did a great job with the wrecks, locking things down when they needed to. The radio didn't get super wild like we've seen before. Thoughts on the night as a whole?
It was so fun. I went from being like, I think I started like 30 something, like
You
pretty far
started
back.
31st.
Yeah, so I got to watch a lot of things unfold that entire race, and it was really, you have to be aware of your surroundings and who you're racing with, um and just kind of figure out how to get around the wrecks. I thought from being in the car, it was a really good race. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching it.
It looked like it. You know, I was really impressed with what I saw overall, but you know, like you said, you run from 31st up to first. You bring it home last second. I mean, I literally called it. I knew where you were going to make the move before you even made it. I was surprised Gary stuck with you. I figured we were going to see like a 4-wide fan and
Yeah.
let's see who wins this thing on that. But Gary stuck with you, and you wind up pulling the win off. So congrats
and
on that.
I told Gary, thank you. I told Gary, I was like, I saw you going high, and I was like, no, Gary can't have it. So I jumped in front of him. And he just pushed. He did great.
Yeah.
It was
So
great.
I mean,
it was a great finish.
Yeah, I mean, you moving out from behind the 17, obviously it's going to drop him off because there's nobody there anymore, and it worked out perfect. So,
It did.
so
so fun.
congrats on the win tonight, dear. I'm going to leave you up here with us so that way you can talk
Okay.
with the rest of the guys as we pull people up. So,
Sure.
let me find my mouse, and we're gonna get the lawnmower himself. We've got Gary, second place on the night tonight, man. You know, for a minute there, it looked like things were gonna be hairy, but you come back to a second place finish. You get was it $75 in the process? You know, not a bad run overall, and you know, we were just talking with Robin here. It seemed like, you know, for the weird wrecks, it seemed like a pretty good race overall.
Once we got things figured out after the first couple of laps, it cleaned up, became a real good race. It was a lot of fun. I was talking with Robin before she got up here, and she saw me go for a move, and she's like, "No, you're not getting it."
That's what she just
And
said.
I was just telling them that.
I'm sitting behind her on her bumper, waiting for her to twitch to go high, and I'm just gonna send her sailing on by. Like, I'm waiting for her to do it coming off before, take the momentum, and I'm just gonna send her out and then try to chop underneath her to steal it.
Right.
Like, it was
Well,
going to be a drag race.
I
I didn't want to take it the easy way.
I kind of figured it was going to be like a 4-wide fan out of you know, a finish, and I mean, you just stayed right with her, which, you know, it got you the second. You know, obviously Jimmy kind of falling off there at the end because he's got nobody pushing. But yeah, I mean, a solid run tonight, especially like I said, after seeing you in the wall, I think early on. And it was a big field to come through. Big field to come through.
Oh, dude, it was a huge field to make it from the back more than once.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She was that first wreck, she had almost 9 minutes damage.
That I'm not surprised by that.
Oh, she was tore up from the floor up. It was violent. No, it was fun. It was hairy. It was a great race overall. You expect a few cautions with that big of a field.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that big of a spread. Like, we knew it was going to be there, and it timed out perfectly that I just rolled the dice on fuel.
Yeah.
And if Robin would have went a little higher, it would have been a 3-wide drag race because I was going to shoot the gap.
Well,
and looking back, I saw a gap I could have took. I wouldn't have won, but I'd have got right up on that door.
It would have been interesting, that's for sure. So,
oh yeah.
Man, like I said, second place tonight. You got $75 coming your way. Solid run tonight, Gary. Anybody you want to shout out before I let you go?
Well, I mean, we got to shout out you for broadcasting. We got to shout out Robin for being the best super speedway racer at Stevens Motorsports. Proven again. Proven again. Who got the dub?
Easy
and who's
to,
in a booth?
Easy to do when I'm sitting up here.
Okay.
Hey, as it's been said before, grab your suit, grab your helmet. Let's settle it on the track again.
Oh, good Lord.
We remember how that went the last time when
Uh-huh.
you turned her for the win.
Went just fine.
Yeah, when you turned her for the win.
Yeah, went just fine.
Anyways.
Anyway.
But no, gotta give it a shout out to you guys. Gotta give a shout out to Susan G Komen. I mean, it's a great cause. So, you know, it's fun to do stuff like this, and definitely let me know if there's another event like this put on anytime soon, so I can gladly be a part.
I was gonna say, are you ready for year 2 next year? Because I'm pretty sure, Robin, correct me if I'm wrong, this is coming back next year.
Absolutely, it's coming back next year.
That's what I thought. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, Gary, we're gonna go ahead and let you go, and like I said, I'll get you taken care of on the back end here, probably tomorrow.
Yeah, once you're done, get a hold of me.
Will do.
All right.
Alrighty. Congrats.
Later.
Later. All right. So that was Gary Freeman. We've got, good Lord, my mouse is moving so slow since I did this Windows update. We got one more to get to. We got third place on the night, Jimmy Reynolds. Jimmy, you kind of became our de facto restart car for quite a while. Almost had the win tonight. Walk me through it.
Yeah, I was just concentrating on trying to stay up front most of the night because that seemed to be the safe place to be. So I just kind of lucked out on all the restarts, starting first every time with all the cautions and everything. So I was just trying to stay up front, stay clean, like to get a podium, which successfully did that. Good job to Robin on coming around. So heck yeah.
I figured
really fun.
I figured when I saw her Twitch, I thought I was going to see you move up and try to throw the block, because I think I would have. It's my own wife, and I had to throw the block on her.
He's not wrong.
Oh man, nah, I wasn't gonna do that. I had a blast running tonight. I could not see what was going on behind me, so I didn't know exactly how far away he was to her. Yep. And then when he started coming around and she went with him, that's absolutely the best move. So for her and to get the win, and it's all good. I mean, I enjoyed tonight. I thought y'all did a heck of a job putting the event on. Like I said, I'm happy with the podium. I'm happy with the racing that we did have up front and with the people that I was racing with up front with. And yeah, it was awesome.
We were talking with Gary here just a minute ago, and overall for the size of the field, you know, like you said, staying up front was key because it was just a big field to come through. We watched Robin come from 31st, and I think by staying up front, you know, you kind of stay out of the chaos, you stay away from everything. And I think the other thing that you guys, obviously you couldn't see up front, there's that huge crash in the tri-oval. The only thing you're going to see at that point is smoke. You have no idea how many cars are there until really things settle out. But you know, I mean, overall a solid drive on the night.
Yeah, I'm very happy, and good company in the chat tonight to go through the race with, and yeah, I'm ecstatic.
Well, with a third place, you got $50 coming your way. I'll get with you on settling that up here probably tomorrow, because I got another broadcast I got to do.
Keep it and put it in the calls.
I can do that. So I will go ahead and get that sent over here right after the race is over then. So we appreciate that. I think that's going to take us to, should be 770 donated at this point with you giving that over. So
awesome.
I'll get that sent in. But anybody you want to give a shout out to before we let you go for the night?
Just give a shout out to my wife for letting me do this as many hours as I get to do this a week, and thank you all for putting this on. Thank you for broadcasting. Thanks to all the admins for doing all the hard work behind the scenes, because I know there's a lot of that goes on.
Oh, yeah.
And just thanks for doing this, and especially for the cause. So,
all righty. Well, congrats on the 3rd place tonight, Jimmy. We'll let you get going, and thanks for showing up. Thanks for racing tonight.
Yeah, thank y'all. Thanks for the invite.
That was Jimmy Reynolds, everybody. On that note, dear, any closing thoughts before we wrap this up?
I just want to say thank you one more time. It was really good seeing this many cars on track, all these people that donated. I'm so thankful. That's all I'd like to say. You guys are awesome.
Don't forget, guys, the QR code, you go back, rewatch the broadcast. The link is down in the description. That is still live until the end of tomorrow, correct?
Correct. It closes on Monday morning.
There you go. So you've still got time to donate. Help us hit that $1,000 goal. We'd really, really appreciate it. I don't know if Corn is back yet. Corn, are you here?
I am. I am.
Any thoughts on the racing tonight before we close this out?
We had a great race tonight. Even despite, what was it, 11, 12 cautions, something like that. It was fantastic racing. Like I said, somewhere in the middle. We had a 2K strength of field. We had guys that were 7K, and then we had a guy that wasn't even out of rookies. So wide split. Yeah. Yep. When we had racing, we had great racing because of such a wide split. And that's just it. Just because somebody's got a 1K I rating doesn't mean they're a bad racer. It just could mean that they don't often race this, or yada, a bunch of things.
Right.
And everybody came together. A little bit of tempers flaring. It's Talladega. What do you expect?
It's Dega,
just
baby.
Had a great race tonight. It's Dega, baby. Yeah.
I think everybody did a great job with, like I said, the Rex. We talked about it all night. Getting things locked down, making sure that things didn't become bigger than what they needed to be. We got through 75 laps at Talladega in 2 hours. Who does that?
Right.
I'm seriously impressed with the driving etiquette, everybody's awareness tonight. Shout out to everybody, like Robin said again, that donated, that's going to donate, and that watched, not just the participants, but the families at home that watched. If this meant something to you, I hope you enjoyed it. That's what we try to do around here, make something meaningful every once in a while and make it to where everybody enjoys it. For me, we're going to go ahead and sign off from here. I will be back in about 35 minutes or so. We'll be back here for the YesCar 3D stuff. We'll have Dennis up in the booth, I believe, and we'll have that call for you tonight. And then again, we've got Slow Car, Fast Car tomorrow starting at 7:30. The stream will go live. Obviously, the guys will be practicing by 7. There'll be Xfinity at ASUS. So for me and everybody up here in the booth, we'll hopefully catch you guys here very shortly. I'm going to go grab something to drink, and we're going to reset, and we'll see you guys then. Have a good night, everybody.